guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would recreate one of my old videos. So I thought I'd go back to my prom makeup videos and I thought I'd recreate my prom makeup look. Purely because I know prom's season is kind of coming up for everyone, and I've also got another formal ball, so I've got a nude ball next weekend, so in a week's time. And I just thought I'd like recreate the makeup and like do that. So this is kind of going to be like my nude ball trial run for makeup, just to see like what sort of thing I'm doing, because obviously when it comes to makeup and balls I like to be prepared. I like to know how I'm having my hair, I like to know how I'm having my makeup. So yeah, so I thought I'd just do like a neutral look. These are the nails that I'm having for nude ball. Obviously my dress is kind of like a dark navy blue, we're all kind of going in blue. So these are my nails that I did myself. They're just like gel nails. I mean, they're not the best, but like they work. So yeah, I've just got to not chip these for another week, but so that's gonna be hard. But I've actually watched back my prom makeup video and I've written down sort of like the products that I have. So I will be using like some of the original products that I used, and obviously some products I don't have anymore, I've used up or I've decluttered. So we've then got some of my favourite products kind of just mixed in there, and like new products and things like that in there. So yeah, I thought I could recreate. This might inspire you to do your own prom makeup. But yeah, so I just want to kind of like see what happens really. So as always, we're going to start off with primer. So using the same primer that I used before. Bear in mind I did this prom video. My prom was like 2 years ago now, nearly 2 years. Like that's a long time. Like that makes me feel old when I say that my prom was like 2 years ago. Like my 6th form prom. Because I didn't get a year 11 prom, but never mind. So of course we're going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And I've already skin prepped. Potentially how I would do it for nude ball. I've kind of done like my everyday skin prep. Yeah, just 2 pumps of the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, because this makeup will have to last a long time, because the nude ball's in the evening and then obviously you've got the after party and everything else. So we want this makeup to stick to my face. There you go. So I'm going to give that a minute to go all tacky and sticky on my face. Of course we're moving on to brows, so I don't actually have the brow gel that I used in that video. So of course Shoes London set brows, because they are not going to fail me. It's honestly, it's so weird for me to think that like we've got nude ball next week and then I'm done competing for the year. Like that's my comp season over. I mean obviously we've got like comp season if I decide to like come back next year and stuff, but like for this year that is it. There's been what, like 8 comps this year and I've competed in like 6 of them, and the other 2 I couldn't compete because I broke my foot. So as in a boot, I really don't think I could have gone on a trampoline and competed. Other than that, I actually like competing. Like, it's nerve-wracking, but it's actually quite nice. So that is brows done. They are stuck to me. So of course I'm just gonna spot conceal just a tiny little bit. Again, my Pop Feel Full Coverage Concealer. Just kind of go over a few sort of blemish patches. It's all basically on my right side of my face for some reason. I don't know if it's like where I've been sleeping, but I'll just break out in the same place. Can you hear the seagulls outside? Oh my goodness. Oh, if you see any wrinkles on my face, ignore them. I'm not getting old. I slept on one of those like pimple patch strips. I put it on there and obviously it wrinkled overnight, so I've still got the lines on my face this morning. I am starting to get wrinkles, but like there's just a little patch of wrinkles there for some reason. So that is spot concealer. So foundation. So I'm going to go in with my Collection Hydrate High Serum Hyaluronic Acid Serum Foundation, just because it is the only like full coverage foundation I have at uni. Also I've got my 17 collection, no, was it? You know what I mean. I've got that one, but like for like full coverage, this is my go-to. Now I'm gonna learn my lesson from the last video that I did. Tell me why tell me why I was about to put this all down my neck. I'm bugging out. I'm actually bugging out. So I've learned from the last video that I did, and I tried to put like 2 pumps on my face. So this time I've gone with 1, but it was quite a big pump. So I may not have learnt my lesson, but we're going to find out. As always, damp beauty blender. I am just going to blend this out into my skin. And again, this is going to be like a full face of makeup. I know I say that every other like Wednesday social video, I'm not going to put a lot of makeup on my face, and then I put like a lot of makeup on my face and I'm like, oh, it's going to be like a full face. This is like a full face of makeup. But it's like, I've literally not done these in so long. Like, I'm actually excited to like get back into like doing these types of videos and things. Yeah, and there is only one Wednesday social get ready with me left of the year. That is so sad. So stay tuned for that video to see what the theme is and what we end up dressing up as, because we are dressing up and we were told to either go big or go home. We were given like 3 weeks notice for this social theme, just to like get an outfit ready together, because we were told, and I quote, you can't half-arse it. So yeah, considering we were given 3 weeks to find an outfit, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. Half my outfit has not arrived yet. Half my outfit is due to arrive the day of the social. So I'm praying that Amazon actually either deliver it early or it actually arrives like during the day. Because if not, I'm half-arsing it and I will be in trouble. There you go. So that is foundation rubbed in. So I'm going to go with a little bit of concealer. So I'm going to go in my Collection Lasting Hydrating Serum Concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain 2. Now this is one of the original products I used. So I'm literally just going to put a tiny bit under my eyes, a bit on my forehead, centre of my nose, and sort of like the centre of my chin. Just to kind of brighten up those areas. So I think I've just ruined my foundation because there was a big dry patch that I've tried to like sort out, and I've just made it worse. Hoping I can cover it up. It doesn't actually look that bad on camera, so. Right, so now that I am as pale as a ghost, like I normally am, I'm going to go in with some cream bronzer. So I'm just going to go with my Play Stick 101, just the bronzer side, and just put some of this all over my face, do my nose, and I'm also going to do my jaw as well, just to try and eradicate my double chin that I seem to have got going on. And I am just going to use a brush to sort of like blend this in as well, just so I can get like that little bit like more coverage. And my only problem is with doing my jaw is I don't want it to look like I've got like a dodgy sort of like fake tan situation, where it's like it doesn't just like go down my neck, you know what I mean? But because this is like full coverage, I've never really used a brush to like blend out like the Play Stick 101 bronzer before. It works like quite well because it's really giving me like all of the like the coverage that I needed. And I'm just gonna use my beauty blender just to do my nose. There you go. So that is like my bronzer blended in. I definitely have a little bit of colour back into my face now. So move on to blush. So you all know Rouge Francais blush and say in the shade Zenobie. Yeah, you already know this is going on my face. There's like, I feel like every video I use this and I show you guys what it looks like, but like it is going down. So again, just gonna, that might have been a bit too much, but I'm just gonna put this on my face again, damp beauty blender, just blend that out. Again, this is one of like the original products I used for my prom makeup. This blush has been open at least 2 years. Like that's how old it is. Like that's how old some of this makeup is. The fact that, okay, fair enough, the e.l.f. Power Grip obviously used up tubes and like got new tubes and stuff, but like this blush is the same original pot, so that's at least 2 years old. There you go. So that is cream blush done. So now we are going to powder. So I'm fairly sure this is the original tub as well. So this is the Collection Lasting Perfection and Sheer Loose matte powder. I genuinely think this is the exact same tub that I used in the last video. I don't like, so this has been opened at least 2 years as well, but we're still putting that on our face. So I'm literally just gonna powder absolutely everywhere on my face. So under my eyes, my chin, my forehead, just to kind of set all these cream products on the concealer in place. There you go. So I'm all mattified down. I've set everything in place. So now we're going to move on to some powder products. So powder bronzer, I'm just going to go with my Collection Bronze Glow. This is in the shade Light Terracotta 2. And then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just kind of put like a tiny little bit on like my cheeks and then like my forehead, just to kind of sort of like go over like the cream bronzer that I've already put on. There you go. And then for powder blush, of course, Primark High Pigment Blusher. Again, this is at least 2 years old because I use this exact same pot of blush. Yeah, and it honestly, as much as I use this, it looks like I've barely made a dent in it, because it's that pigmented. You actually don't need a lot of product. Like, you can still see like the lines and things. Okay, and then for highlighter, I'm just going to use my Ellen Tracy highlighter side, mainly because I'm fairly sure this is one of the only few highlighters I actually have, and this will be nice and compact for obviously when we go to comp, because it's in Leeds. So I just need to be mindful about what I'm packing, because I have a small car and obviously everyone else is going to be packing everything, and I've got to get like a ball gown and heels and stuff in my bag, so I'm not trying to take like bulky full face palettes. Just where all like the light kind of is gonna like hit. There you go. So that is base makeup done. So now it's time to move on to eyes. So I'm gonna zoom in a tiny little bit. That's fine. So I have zoomed you in like quite a lot, so I'm really sorry for the jump scare. But we're actually going to be using the original eyeshadow palette that I used in that prom makeup video. So I used the Studio London Colour Icon Stripped Back palette. Now, honestly, I probably haven't used this eyeshadow palette since, but I really like it. Like, it's got like all of these sort of like neutral kind of colours. So I'm definitely going to be using this for Nude Ball in Leeds, so that's why I kind of wanted to use it now. This is just like a £9 palette. Like, it's just got like such like nice colours. Like, the camera just does not do it justice. I can't remember exactly like the shades that I used. I'm going to start with like a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go in with the shade Natural first, and I'm just going to put this all over my lid and all in my crease. Now, the only thing about this palette is it does not have a mirror. That's like the only annoying thing. So I'm just going to put this all over my lid, all in my crease, just kind of like settle the concealer and just create like a nice little base for me to start my makeup. Honestly, like my eyelids, like the skin is just so dry at the minute. Everything is just kind of sticking to them, and I don't know why. I think I've had a reaction to like the cleansing balm I've been using. So now I'm going to go in on the same like brush. I'm just going to go in with the shade Bare, which is sort of like this brown shade here, and I'm just going to focus this on my outer corner and my crease. There you go. So now that that's done, I'm going to try something that I've never done before, and I feel like this is going to come back and bite me in the ass, but this is why we do trials, and if it doesn't work today, I won't do it for Leeds. Yeah, this genuinely may come back and bite me in the ass. So in about 2 minutes I may regret this decision. I'm going to create a wing, but out of eyeshadow. I'm not going to use like eyeliner, because that is genuinely a recipe for disaster. So I'm just debating which shade I should use. Risk it for a biscuit. So I'm going to go in with the shade Revealed, which is like this dark sort of like brown here, like chocolate brown, and I'm going to use, I'm going to attempt to create a wing with it. This may go wrong, but I've seen people do it. It looks really good on people, and like I really want to try it. So I'm going to take this sort of angled brush, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm literally just going to place it sort of like on my eye line here, and then use my finger and try and wing it out, and we'll see what happens. I'm actually scared now, because if this doesn't work I'm going to cry, and if I've ruined my makeup. Okay, you know what? That's not bad. I feel like it could have gone more up rather than like straight across. But you know what? It's not awful. So I'll take that. So I'm just going to finish blending it across like my lash line. I've just done the same to the other eye. Are they even? No, they're not. But I kind of like it. It wasn't as big of a fail as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I'm quite surprised. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in with the shade Bare again, and I'm just going to put this on my lower lash line. I potentially should have done this beforehand, but never mind. There you go. I feel like that's already like looking better. And then just on sort of like the inner corner of my eyelids, I am just going to go in with the shade Silk. So it's just this shimmery gold here in the centre, and I'm literally just going to take my finger and just like tap a little bit on. There you go. And then just for my inner corner, I'm just going to go back in with my highlighter, just so it all kind of matches up to the rest of my face. And I'm just take like a tiny little brush and just put a tiny little bit of highlight on my inner corner, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with this as well. There you go, so that is eyeshadow and things done. So now we're going to go on to mascara. Again, same mascara I used. I'm fairly sure it's a different tube though, because I think I got rid of the tube and then bought this one like more recently. But this is the Sunkissed Mega Bold Lash Mascara. So this is just going to elongate all of my eyelashes. Hope that's the plan anyway. There you go, so that is mascara done. So that is my eyes done. I actually really like it. I think the wing was a good idea. I just need to try and work on making them more symmetrical. Yeah, so eyes done, so all that's left is my lips. Now I'm actually going to use the lip combo that I originally used. Again, it's the same tube, same liner. So this is my Nicole Miller lip liner. Again, this is tiny. This used to be like that big. It's tiny, so nearly finished using this one out. So I'm just going to really quickly line my lips. And then I'm just going to go in with the matching liquid lipstick, so the Nicole Miller liquid lipstick. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep this as my lip combo or whether I'm going to change it, but we'll see what happens today. There you go, so that is my lips done. So all that's left to do now is set my face. So of course I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting spray, because this makeup will be having to last like however many hours. And we love a bit of hairspray for your face. Oh my god, you can see all my wrinkles. Oh dear, I need to stop making those kind of faces. So this is the finished makeup look. I'm like 98% sure that I'm literally just going to recreate this look for Nude Ball with these exact same products. We're going to see sort of like the wear test today, sort of how well it lasts and things like that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to like wear this. How I'm having my hair, that's a story for another day. I'm actually still going to have to figure that one out. I know my hair needs to be up in some sort of updo because my dress is like high back, it's like lace. So yeah, my hair's going up. Yeah, my hair will do what my hair wants to do at this point. But yeah, so this is the full makeup look. Recreated my prom makeup. Honestly, it doesn't look too like dissimilar. I feel like my makeup techniques have got a bit better. But yeah, so if I was really going to prom, this is probably like the look that I would do. So yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned for another video.